that for you. And here we go. Alright, $50 in Link's house and a heart piece at the Sanctuary. prdwong going to use the same opening. We got Crystal at Eastern, Green Pendant at Desert, and a regular pendant at Hera. And prdwong going to use the same opening he did in the last game of going straight up for Hobo. And Doomtap is going to head up towards, you can get 20 rupees there from the tree pull. Let's see what the crab has, just singles. And he's going to head right over for Kakariko. And there's some convenient bombs in the Lost Woods. prdwong finding a cape off the hobo. Alright, prdwong checking Highlight Island. I didn't see what was there, but he's not going for nothing too important. Doomtap heading straight into Kakariko. Gonna check Blind Spot. And prdwong running over towards Sahaswala. And Green Pendant in Desert, which we already knew. And there's our first sword in Sahaswala, so this is very different from the last seed we had, where we didn't find the first sword till 45-50 minutes in. Alright, Doomtap heading now into the Kakariko well. And hey, there's a flute and a cane of Brian, or Burna. So that's a pretty convenient flute. No reason not to activate that right away. Flute, not important, not required rather in overworld glitches, but it can be a nice time save. Especially when you get it in the first couple minutes. Doomtap heading into the chicken hut as prdwong begins on his Kakariko checks. And that's a convenient bottle, because we can go right next door and check Sick Kid now. And there's some armor for Doomtap in the tab. Alright, Doomtap done with Kakariko. You can check the library now. And we got a hammer. So that makes a pretty nice weapon. And there's $300 on the race game. Let's see if Doomtap decides to take this. Yeah, it looks like he's going for it. And he's going to clip now down to desert. And nothing on the ledge. No fire source, so we can't actually complete this dungeon, but it's pendant, so we're not too worried about it. And that was a hint for Swamp. One of the items is a heart container. I didn't see the second item. Okay, thanks, chat. Compass in a heart container, so left side Swamp, what we can skip. So it looks like that last item in desert is going to be on Landmo. So with that green pendant, that makes 2 items on Landmo actually. And Doomtap, Chicken K45, just a little bit of money there. And is now going to clip up and go check Agina, I assume. I accidentally clipped the wrong way there. And there's a glove from Agina, which Doomtap could have used to check Checkerboard Cave, but decides just to save and quit. Might actually be a little faster to save and quit if you're going to go check that. But he's going to put that off anyway and go do South Shore first. prdwong having a significant amount of trouble with this desert clip. Finally gets it now. And prdwong heading into desert as Doomtap finds a single rupee underwater. So let's see if Mini Moldrum Cave pays off. Not getting any with the bomb, so he's going to have to do this with the hammer. Never easy to be killing Mini Moldrums with the hammer, but Got 3 of them down. Oh, gets a nice 8-bomb drop there. Alright, gets through them. Oh, we got red mail. So not much in there, but that red mail provides quite a bit of protection. And Doomtap now going to head over probably to do Sahasrahla. So Doomtap will get his sword in here. prdwong, meanwhile, going to do Agina. Let's see if he goes to Checkerboard Cave with those gloves he gets in here. And Doomtap's going to float right up to the mountain. And it looks like prdwong is opting to go and do Checkerboard Cave. And nothing in there. And a single arrow from the old man. Doomtap picking up a bomb here to get up those stairs really quickly. I don't know exactly how that one works. I have seen it before, but it's very nice. And there's a mirror on top of Spectacle Rock Ledge. That's a location you're not ever going to find a mirror in no glitches, since normally you need the mirror to get there, but here we can just flip up there. Doomtap not even going to grab the mirror yet. Going to head over and do East Death Mountain first. And Doomtap now checking out Spiral Cave. As prdwong goes through his rather disappointing mini Moldorm Cave. And we're getting a nice rod cave check from prdwong as Doomtap heads into Paradox Cave. Nothing at Ice Rod. And prdwong going to set up the water walk as Doomtap finds a Master Sword in Paradox Cave. and just a couple of heart pieces. When you get a heart piece that fills a new heart container, it's going to put you back into the swimming state, so it ruins your water walk, which is kind of annoying. And that looks like the magic powder on the Zora ledge. That item is in logic. You have to set up the water walk to get there, but it is possible. And Pewdie gonna pay us $500 and get a full heart container from King Zora. Doomtap now gonna pick up that mirror. And prdwong gonna check back of escape now as Doomtap heads into Tower of Hera. Not much there, and no key, so can't get into Dark Cross. Doomtap does find a big key, so Hera is not fire locked. prdwong now gonna rescue the old man. And there's our ice rod in Hera. And we get a hint that there is a sword in Paradox. So Doomtap gonna go ahead and fight Moldorm. There's a 50-50 chance that the last item will be here on Moldorm. If not, we're going to find a small key, and we're not going to be able to get it because we don't have a fire source. And unfortunately, there is that small key. So Doomtap will have to come back later if he wants to check that Hera big key chest. prdwong going to be making the same play after him though. So we'll get the ice rod. And Doomtap going to head into Dark World. He's got the mirror, so he can actually do a few things here. So he could clip over to Super Bunny Cave, or he could do a clip to go down to the Dark World. He's going to be doing something a little different. I don't remember exactly where this one goes. Okay, it looks like it's going to take him over to East Death Mountain. So this one may be a little bit faster than the clip I'm used to. So it makes it into Super Bunny Cave. Ooh, doesn't get the mirror glitch in that last block, so it's got to go around. So I think I don't think the mirror wrap sets up Super Bunny. I could be wrong there. But one way to set up Super Bunny is just to, when you go in to a cave, you just press mirror as you're going into the cave on the same frame, and that will set up Super Bunny state. Right now, Doomtap is... looks like he might be... I don't know what he's doing. Looks like he's thinking. Okay, so he's going to use this mirror clip to get into Turtle Rock. And he's getting harassed by an enemy there. Oh, yeah, that's right. He would have got Super Bunny just from falling in the pit. You don't need Super Bunny to use the mirror block glitch. You can just do that anyway. Alright, Doomtap now checking out, what do you call this? Mimic Cave. That's the word. So this is in Logic, I believe. So Mimic Cave just with 20 bucks. And Doomtap is thinking about where to go next. Okay, he's going to flute down to 8 and check Ice Rock Cave. prdwong, meanwhile, working on the East Light Death Mountain checks. Looks like we are getting a bit of lag on Doomtap's end. Hopefully we get that resolved soon. prdwong heading into now Paradox Cave. I think there was a sword in here, and that's about it. But we are still on the hunt for that Moon Pearl. So thinking about where that could be, we haven't seen Eastern Palace yet. We haven't seen the front of Escape, or even Uncle, I think. There are also a few locations in the Dark World where it can show up. It could be at Pyramid Ferry, it could be on the pyramid, it could be in a couple of locations in the Village of Outcasts, and it can be in Skull Woods. So if the runners are lucky, it'll just be in a simple location, like Eastern Palace or somewhere, but if not, this could make them do some funny glitches in order to get that Moon Pearl. prdwong just going to clip up and use the Turtle Rock portal to get into the Dark World here. I think this is definitely a bit faster than the way Doomtap did it. And prdwong remembering you to jump down to get to Super Bunny Cave, which will automatically activate the Super Bunny glitch. He could have just gone in the top and used the mirror Super Bunny glitch to get there, but this way works as well. And we are working on getting Doomtap's stream fixed. Hopefully we can do that soon. prdwong, I think, maybe forgot that you can dash with Super Bunny. And here's our map check. That was really quick, but I think there was a pendant at Meyer. I don't know where the 5-6 crystals are, but they don't really matter since we can get into Pyramid Fairy with Glitch anyway. Alright, so we are going to try to reload the stream here in a second, so hopefully this doesn't take too long. prdwong having to take an intentional death in Turtle Rock in order to get reset into Link state. Or in his case, Kirby state. And prdwong now going to head into Turtle Rock. There are a couple of checks we can do in here without the Cane of Samaria. And it looks like we have Doomtap back. He's now checking Bonk Rocks. Looks like he is going to be a couple of minutes delayed here, as you can see on the timers. And prdwong going to head up to do the Chain Chomp room. And I guess a small key there, but with no Cane of Samaria, can't do much else. Although it looks like Doomtap did find the Cane of Samaria somewhere. I'm not sure where, but I'm sure we'll see it eventually on prdwong's end. Oh, never mind. That was okay. He doesn't have the Cane of Samaria. prdwong now looks to be checking out Pyramid Fairy, I think. So definitely that Moon Pearl could be in here. Now, if he can get it right, he'll be able to exit the Pyramid Fairy without even blowing that wall up, and that will also allow him to check the Pyramid Ledge. So prdwong going into the Old Man Cave to fix the camera, and is now going to go down and do Graveyard Ledge, and then probably he'll hop into one of those pits there, which since the camera is messed up, that'll put him into the Houlihan room. So this is a route you see every once in a while to check the Pyramid Fairy, get some money, check Graveyard Ledge on the way. Of course, he doesn't actually have to do that because he's got the flute. He can just flute right to 4, so never mind. Alright, prdwong. First, gonna check out the Uncle area. Looks like we'll see on Doomtap's end what is in Pyramid Fairy instead. Or maybe not. And nothing at the Uncle. And there's our moon pearl. Alright. And prdwong able to get out, no problem. And prdwong is going to go ahead and check the front of escape. I think Doomtap might have skipped this. So Doomtap now checking out Hype Cave. And we do have a Quake medallion there. And a mushroom as well. Wasn't able to see what was in the other 3 chests. And there's a blue boomerang, so not really much of use in the front of escape. No, I think there was just some cash in the boomerang chest. Parody gonna check Dark Cross now, as Doomtap doing some Dark World Overworld checks. And just a heart container there. So looks like Doomtap can be checking out the Mire area. You can do Checkerboard Cave the old-fashioned way here. prdwong is going to hop into the moat. This clip will bring him over to Hammer Pegs. So it's a fun little clip that lets you do Hammer Pegs without the Titan Smiths. Doomtap hanging into Mire Shed. I got some bombs from the first chest. And I couldn't see what was the second chest. Oh, it was a tempered sword, okay. Alright. prdwong now checking out Hype Cave, so we'll see what we missed in here. So there's that Quake medallion. We got a heart piece. And okay, there's the red boomerang and there's that mushroom. All right, I got Doomtap stream loaded up on the side, so I should be able to see. Hopefully, we can get this fixed on the mainstream soon. prdwong getting a hint, some cash above the pose, and Doomtap getting looks like a heart container out of Dig Game. Alright, prdwong heading up to do some of these Dark World checks as well. And just 10 arrows from Stumpy. And he's going to go into the mire area now. So should get his Tempered Sword. So those glitched graphics you see are that's what happens when you clip into mire. So you get in there in an unintended way. The rain graphics don't load properly. So that's what that's all about. There's the Tempered Sword for prdwong. prdwong going to use the mire escape clip and head over and do race game, or dig game rather. And there's a map check on Doomtap's end. Looks like those 5-6 crystals are going to be ice in Thieves Town. Not that it matters at this point since we've already checked Pyramid Fair. And prdwong going to use this clip to get up to the village of Outcasts without the Titansmiths. And Doomtap is heading into Thieves Town. prdwong finding his first shield there at the brewery. And C-shaped house just a few bucks. And that's a bow. So that's a nice place to find a bow in Thieves Town. Alright, both runners now heading into the back of Thieves Town. prdwong getting a perfect dash through that hellway. A unique item in Gan's Tower. Not surprising, there's a lot of items in there. Alright, prdwong now gonna bomb the floor and gets a heart piece out of the attic chest. So you can see the timer is significantly behind for Doomtap because of this lag, so he's not actually in Thieves Town right now. We don't really know where he is, but we'll do our best to follow his progress. And prdwong now heading into the basement. Finding heart piece from the blind cell. And prdwong now going to take on blind. And we'll get our pun. Winter is a great time to chill. Very nice fight from PRD. And just a red rupee, so that bow, very important. So we are still looking for that hook shot. We need the fire rod, and we need the cane of Samaria, and the flippers as well. prdwong now gonna head and check the front of Skull Woods. No fire rod, so he won't be able to full clear this. And just a couple of keys in the front. So there's one more chest we can check here. Doomtap has now completed Thieves Town, so both runners on the board with one crystal. And a red rupee out of Skullwood, so the other item will be fire rod locked. Alright, prdwong probably gonna head over and check. I would guess Bumper Ledge Maybe run over to Graveyard Ledge. I can't remember if we already checked that or not. I think he did, actually. Just 10 arrows there. Yeah, prdwong, remembering, already checked that. He can check King's Tomb, though. And there's our half magic, so that's a nice pickup. Alright, looks like prdwong now gonna head over and do pod. So I expect him to full clear this and full clear Eastern probably. prdwong gonna choose to do Eastern Palace first. Makes sense. There's fewer items, but it's an easier dungeon, and if you find the lamp in here, it's gonna make pod a lot easier as well. I think that was the first item, just a heart container. And there's our big key. Some arrows require the cape. Kind of a useless hint there. The map in the big chest, so I'm going to go over check the big key chest. So we'll see some dark rooms for a bit. And there's a piece of heart. So I believe the last item is on Armos. Unless I missed something. Very nice job with that dark room. That can be a tricky one, but PRD gets through there pretty quickly. So Doomtap also in the Eastern. At this point, his stream is about 11 minutes behind. So who knows where he is right now, but we're gonna mostly follow prdwong until this issue gets fixed. prdwong setting up for the quick kill. Very nicely done, and we got a shovel. So fetch quest, really the only thing of value out of Eastern. prdwong gonna head into pod now. Unique item in Eastern Palace. Well, that's our shovel. Not very useful hint so far in this one. A couple of keys on the right side, so that does mean that the back is bow locked, or at least parts of the back. Oh, right. First chest was mapped, so all of the all of pod is bow locked. prdwong now making his way to the back of pod, so hopefully we'll find something good in here. 10 arrows, not really what we're looking for. And there's a small key. And did not see what that was, so. We do have an item here in the hallway. And it's a compass. PDR now making his way into the dark maze, so let's see how he deals with this. Got some bombs in the first chest there. and some sticks. So yeah, it must have been the big key that was in the rupee room. And just a piece of heart. So Eastern Palace and pods so far have been pretty much duds. We still might have an item. I think there is an item on Helmosaur, and of course we do have that shovel out of Eastern, so there's still some potential. And there's that shovel for Doomtap. Okay, prdwong now making his way to Helmosaur. And for the second seed in a row, he's going to have to do this with no lamp or fire rod. And prdwong making it through now, just in the last hallway leading up to Helmosaur. And should be pretty straightforward here, so we'll see what we got off of Helmosaur. Just a few quick slashes from the Tempered Sword brings him down. And just a red rupee, so all of Pod is a complete bust. And Eastern just giving us that shovel. But does get 2 crystals out of it. It looks like prdwong going to go straight over to check that shovel spot. I don't blame him. After clearing 2 full dungeons and getting nothing, you want to see if you can at least get something out of it. And it's just a shield, so Eastern and Pod both completely empty, save for those 2 crystals. And while we're in fetch quest mode, might as well turn in that mushroom as well. And just bombs there. So PRD gonna hard reset, potentially to save that mushroom for a fake powder glitch later on if we can find the King of Samaria. Yeah, and it looks like we are starting to run out of stuff to do. So might be time for that GT play. It's not the most attractive play when you have no hook shot, no fire source, no Cane of Samaria. So there's not a ton we can do in there. But we are starting to run out of options. We still need those flippers to get into Swamp. We need a Fire Rod to do anything else in Skull Woods. We need Fire Rod or Bombos to do anything at all in Ice Palace. And we need the King of Samaria to do a whole lot in Turtle Rock. And oh, that was a hook shot. So that'll help. That'll open up Hookshot Cave, and it will open up a bunch of stuff in GT. Now, PRD is trying to set up, yeah, you got it now. He was trying to set up a spin speed so that he could just dash out of Spike Cave on that Cane of Burna. And just let him get out and go straight to GT. So he's got 2 chests over here he can check. And there's our King of Samaria right away. So that will actually open up Tile Room. With no fire source, we won't be able to do anything else on the right side, though. So POD gonna just dodge the tiles and the Wallmaster and that silly anti-fairy. And we find just a bottle. Alright, well, we can full clear the right, or the left side rather, and get all the way to Ice Almost. We got the bow, so shouldn't be too difficult. And then, assuming we find the big keep, oh no, okay. I was going to say we could climb up GT, but we do need a fire source to do that. You're going to use that cane to hit these switches a little easier. You could use the boomerang and hookshot strat, which is slightly faster, but also is a little more precise. And there's your Ether Medallion, so that's access to Misery Mire. Misery Mire is a pendant, so that's not the most enticing play right now, but it is full clearable. No, it's not. We need a fire source. Hey, there's one. Okay, Fire Rod and Big Key. So, with that, we are just looking for flippers. So PRD gonna check this big chest and then probably do ice armos. Ice Palace is not in Logic without Titan's Mitts. No mirror wraps are in Logic. So the Titan's Mitts are useful in terms of trying to read the logic, but we don't actually need them. And speaking of Titan's Mitts, there they are right there. Alright, prdwong. Now on that Ice Armos fight, as Doomtap is heading into Helmosaur. Got some arrows, some money, and a key. So I'm going to guess prdwong will probably check the right side, yeah, with that fire rod, and then make the climb up GT. Alright, so we did see on the, if you watched the last race, we did see prdwong do that room with the lamp, which is quite a bit more difficult, but the fire rod makes that so much easier. And there are the silver arrows, so that's pretty nice. The problem with that, Mind of Me says you could stay on Death Mountain, do Hookshot, Cave, and Turrock after GT. The problem is you cannot get out of GT if it hasn't been opened normally. So you can go out onto the stairs, but the stairs there do not line up with the stairs of Tower of Hera. So you'll just get stuck in the wall and there's no way out. So you might as well just finish off GT while you're here. Looks like Doomtap now is finished with Helmosaur. I say now, of course, he is about, at this point, 18, 19 minutes delayed. PRD is going to take the safety room on a heart and a half. I don't blame him here. prdwong making it into the gauntlet. The first room that Skeleton can get away from him a little bit, but no big deal. So Darkness asks why can't he just beat Ganon after clearing GT? Because the randomizers have programmed the game so that you need the 7 crystals to beat Ganon. If you try to go to Ganon without the 7 crystals, you can get there, but he will be invincible, and he will just stand there and call you a dingus. So, kind of a funny little joke put in by the programmers, but yeah, you do need to have all 7 crystals to beat Ganon, but you can finish GT early if you want to. PRD getting knocked off the bridge there. So if you're just joining us, we are having some issues on Doomtap's end. I think his internet is acting up or something. So unfortunately, we're going to be mostly following prdwong, but we'll do our best to follow Doomtap's progress. He is going to be his stream is kind of delayed a bit, as you can see by the timers. And there's the lamp in the top of GT. What a rude location for that. But on prdwong's end, all we are looking for right now are those flippers, which we do need for Swamp Palace. Okay, well, there's a book. So that's going to open up the tablets. And prdwong now making his way into an ALTTTPR fight. That was not a bad pattern. Gets 2 hits off of that one. And this looks like a pretty friendly pattern as well. Oh, almost gets a triple. Oh, that was a nice pattern, but then he got a blue ball, so I was going to have to settle for a 4 cycle here. But that is ALTTTPR down for prdwong. So he's got Swamp, Schoolwoods, Ice Palace, Turtle Rock left, and of course does have to find the flippers somewhere. So my guess is that he'll probably go and do maybe Schoolwoods, or maybe just go to the mountain. We still have a lot of items on the mountain we can get. There's Hookshot Cave, there's most of Turtle Rock that we haven't done yet, and of course there's that Ether Tablet now. That's now available with the book. And the mountain is where PRD is going to head. PRD opting to Basement of Hera. We could do that now. We did have both our fire sources in GT. And just a little bit of cash off the tablet. PRD is going to skip Hera, it looks like. Yeah, he is. Alright, he's going to run over and probably just go into the Turtle Rock portal the normal way, all except gets Dead Rock there. It looks like Doomtap is in the Zora area, and I think he is planning to grab that powder. There is a clip you can do to get up there. It's kind of an annoying one, but it is possible. Well, okay, now I can't do it since he went onto the land. And we do see it is Quake to get into the front of Turtle Rock. But we're getting a Hookshot Cave check now. There's a full heart. Some money. A potion. And some sticks. Oh, looks like we actually have Doomtap back. And getting a heart container off Zora, so he's Oh, I spoke too soon. Okay, so he is almost exactly 20 minutes behind on the clock right now. And prdwong going to set up this clip to get into Turtle Rock from the back. So again, you do have to bomb yourself when you come in that way because the wall is not bombed open. Nice heart refill there for PRD. Alright, PD now going to make his way through the dark maze in Turtle Rock. And looks like Doomtap now making his way into the front of Escape. Yeah, Flippers definitely could be on pedestal. That's a possible location. prdwong now making his way to the front of Turtle Rock. And we're going to see what's over on the fire rod locked side. And so we do have someone working on getting Doomtap's stream up and running now, so hopefully we can get that fixed in a moment. And there's the big key. So prdwong can mirror all the way back to Laser Bridge and go straight to Trinex. Alright, so it takes 5 tempered sword slashes to each head to fully kill the head. And not quite getting a 1 cycle there. 2 cycles is still not bad. But very nice quick kill on the second phase of Trinex. And so just a compass there. But that is crystal number 4 for PRD. Alright, PRD, now gonna head down. This looks like a play towards Catfish. And Doomtap making his way into Gan's Tower, getting that Cane of Samaria. Looks like prdwong now going to Ice Palace. And forgetting that he doesn't have the flippers. So he's got to set up a fake flipper here. So Ice Palace, it's kind of a long dungeon with only 3 items. But there's also 3 hints in here, and that's a good one. So the basement of Hera is useless, so PRD made a good choice skipping that. So if you're asking why is he looking in Ice Palace for the flippers, well, fake flipping is in logic, so in Overworld glitches, so the flippers can definitely be in here. Ooh, messing up the bomb there that Barry got in his way. Second hint, not so useful. Unique item in plain sight. That could just be referring to the mirror that we had on Spectacled Rock. Or even the powder that we had on Zora Ledge. And prdwong now heading into the Penguin lineup room. So there's the first item, just 20 rupees. And it looks like Doomtap is going through GT without the hookshot. We do know the hookshot was in Spike Cave. So hopefully he's able to find that. And our last hint, just a joke hint. At Ace Tea Room, just with a small key there. prdwong setting up a bomb jump to check the freezer room and the big chest. Alright, there's a bottle. And I'm guessing, okay, he must have got 3 items already because he's not going to bother with the big chest. Alright, facing off against Cold Stare, got them all in the corner. And he is going to go ahead and use a red potion here, just for safety. Very nice fight overall, though. And that is 5 crystals now for prdwong. So I'm guessing he'll probably do Skull Woods next, and then after that, we may have to start thinking about places like Mire or some other horrible checks. POD does also have the ability to check that pedestal here. And the pedestal is still alive. So POD first heading into the back of Skull Woods. He's already cleaned out the front, if I remember correctly. So I believe there was 1 item left in the back. We did have a hint, I think, that the green pendant was nothing. Oh, that might have been the last seed, though. These back-to-backs. Alright, prdwong now on the Mothula fight. Makes pretty quick work of that. So item not on Moth, so we're going to go in and check that bridge chest. Yeah, as Traxhuman points out, prdwong was trying to do a spin attack on Mothula, but there is kind of a strange glitch with that. So if you do a spin attack with a tempered sword actually does butter sword damage, but the butter sword does not damage Mothula in the vanilla game. It in Rando, butter sword slashes will damage Mothula because the devs have actually fixed that, but the spin slashes still don't work. Okay, there's our second item, and it's Bombos, which is going to do absolutely nothing for us. And we are going to get a pedestal check from prdwong. And it is just money, so not pedestal. So we've run out of crystals to do, so prdwong going to head over. He'll check this Bombos tablet probably, and then after that may head into either desert or mire. Just some blueberries there. And looks like Doomtap did not go to Ice Palace to get that hint for Hera Basement, so he's going to be wasting a bit of time here. And prdwong going to go into mire first. You see Doomtap is in the middle of the clip to get the laser bridge. Alright, first chest in mire, just a key. And second chest also just a key. And the lobby chest is another key. So first three chests are the three keys in Misery Mire. And there are the flippers. prdwong is in go mode at 135 and change. So all he's got to do is run over, go through Swamp Palace really quickly, and then just run up to the pyramid. So unfortunately, we don't really have an idea of what kind of, whether he's in the lead or not, since we don't even have a timer on Doomtap. But I know that his stream is significantly behind, so we'll pretty much we'll have to do our best, but we won't really find out who's in the lead until we see those dot dones. So prdwong making his way in the swamp now. And we see Doomtap is on Trinex at the moment. But prdwong just has the rest of Swamp to go through, and then on to Ganon. So we should be seeing him finish here in maybe 5 minutes or so. So we do see on Doomtap's end that he doesn't have that hook shot yet. prdwong, I would expect not to check any chests whatsoever. There's really nothing he could possibly need. He's just going to dash straight onto Argus. Alright, here's for PRD. Alright, gets through the first phase pretty quickly. And a very nice second phase there. And it is time for prdwong to just make the short trip up to that pyramid and drop in and face off against Ganon. Using spin speed to get up the pyramid nice and quick. And here we go. So let's see what kind of information we're going to get. Something about nutritional stuff. Ganon's always full of helpful information. Nice position up in the corner there. prdwong taking a few hits from those fire bats. And is on to almost on to phase 4 now. Did you find the arrows in my tower? Yes. Yes, we did. And very nice double, and this looks to be another double. Very, very nicely done by prdwong. And he's just got to cross the bridge, but get your GGs in chat. And we will get his official time in a moment. And prdwong is the winner with a time of 1 hour, 41 minutes, and 51 seconds. GG prdwong. So, taking the best of 3 series in 2 games over Doomtap. So we'll see if he wants to join us for an interview. So while we're waiting for that, just want to throw a link in chat here. Give these runners a follow, prdwong and Doomtap. And we're joined now by prdwong. GG's.
Hey, GG's.
All right, so that was what did you think of that seed? It was I thought that was kind of a nicer seed than the last one. I don't know about your thoughts.
I guess. I mean,
You had swords at least for most of it.
that's true. There were bad parts to it. I mean, comparing my matchup against Doomtap, I knew that his execution is better than me. So the fact that the seed gave you a lot of tools that allowed you to kind of just play the game normally, I think put me at a disadvantage. And then also, obviously at the beginning, I was having trouble with this terrible sprite and trying to figure out what the lineups were. And so my play was basically watching someone desperately try to avoid as many teleports as possible, which I knew would probably also put me at a disadvantage. So, I mean, the fact that we had to, I think the natural route is to clear out all the dungeons. I thought I would be behind.
Oh, yeah. So unfortunately, Doomtap was having some internet issues, so we really weren't sure. So right now it's showing him in Ice Pals, but his stream is actually delayed here by probably 20 minutes. So we really actually didn't know how far ahead or behind you were, which is kind of unfortunate, but turns out you were ahead, so that's good. For you, at least.
Yeah, we'll have to ask him how it went then.
Yeah. But, so you're going to move on, and you're going to face Thalane, I believe?
Yeah, okay. I might as well just give up right now.
Hey, I beat Thalane once. Out of, I don't know how many times, but that's my proudest accomplishment. But no, he's an extremely good player, so I'm sure you'll have your work cut out for you, but you're a pretty damn good player yourself. So, I'm sure you get a chance.
I'm okay. not quite that level.
Well, it'll be fun though. Playing playing in the brackets. I mean, you're only going to face better and better players as you go along. So, what have your thoughts been on the tournament overall so far?
It's been pretty good. I like the way that they've put the format together. It feels like more people get more chances to play as opposed to the tournament last year. So yeah, I'm sure they'll improve it even more for future years to come.
Yep. So, yeah, like I said, Doomtap stream, we don't even have a timer up for it because it's like last time we had a timer up, it was about 20 minutes behind. So I really have no idea how close he is to finishing. I do know that he missed the hook shot out of Spike Cave, so I don't know how long it'll take him to find that.
Yeah, I think that's probably the one item that that was kind of really trolling the seed. I was hoping maybe it would take him a while to find it.
Yeah, it looks like that would happen because he did go through. He did sequence break through the left side of GT doing all those bomb jumps.
Yeah, but I mean, I felt like even if you did a bunch of sequence breaks, and I know he can hover as well, like it should narrow down the location of hookshot pretty much
Yeah,
because I think it was blocking a lot of stuff.
Spike Cave is just. There's never a good time to route it in.
Yeah, I was saved from the last seed because I meant to do the same thing in the last seed to check out Spike Cave on my way. I think it was on my way to GT as well, and I just kind of muscle memoried it and just went past it. And so
Oh,
this
yeah.
time I was like, okay, I better check it this time. Pay attention.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's all I really have to say. Like I said, I don't know if we should wait for Doomtap or not because I don't know how long it's going to take him. Um, uh, thanks for joining us and putting on this run. I don't know.
Yep.
Did you have any final thoughts?
No, not really, but it'll be fun to rewatch the commentary and see how it went.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like we do have a dot done from Doomtap. So his official time was 1 hour 49 minutes and 6 seconds. So we'll see if he wants to hop in for a quick interview, and maybe he can tell us how the how the rest of his seed went. Oh no, he okay. He's declined an interview. So yeah,
That's understandable, I think.
yeah. But I don't know. I think that'll probably about do it for us. I do want to again. I threw a link in chat so you can follow prdwong and Doomtap. Um, and our tracker today was Mind of Me. So I threw their link in chat as well, and myself, I've been anti-him. So I'm going to find out, are we going to wait for this? Alright, so I'm just going to find out if we're actually going to watch the rest of this run from Doomtap. Uh, so I think since Doomtap has actually finished, I think that we are going to just end the stream here. So GG's to both Doomtap and prdwong. And congrats to prdwong for moving along, and he'll be facing Thelane. So before we cut things, I'm just going to take a look at the Overworld glitch schedule here. So coming up tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time will be Chex Human versus Ben Teasy. That'll be game 2. And that'll be on the main SpeedGaming channel. And then there's a couple of matches, Hacksaw and Faraime, scheduled on Saturday. So, yeah, I'll throw a link in chat so you can check the schedule for the upcoming Overworld Glitch matches. But that is going to do it for us. So, yeah, GG's to both the runners. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for our tracker, Mind of Me. And have a good night, everyone.